Hey guys, welcome to Jen's Creativity Corner. Today I'm going to show you how to make reusable feminine napkins and also talk about a great cause, a great organization. If you like to sew, and even if you're not a big sewer, it's a really awesome thing. I personally have used cloth pads for a while, not exclusively, but I do like them. A lot of people are actually going to them, and it's good because it's eco-friendly. You're not just throwing away trash. It's good on the budget because they're reusable, and also some people just prefer the feeling better. There are a lot of different styles and sizes and techniques. I'm going to show you a little bit of what I've made before and also ones that I've bought to kind of give you inspiration. And I'm also going to show you how to make some yourself and how you can do a great service. First, I'm going to show you some store-bought ones that I got. This is part of a set that I got on Amazon. If you really decide sewing isn't for you, then I can link down below to it. But came in a set of different animal prints, so cute little designs. They have snaps. I really like that it has 2 snaps so you can adjust it based on the size of your underwear. And basic set, I mean, there's nice thickness to it, and I really like that it has the charcoal colored fabric in the middle. It helps so that there's not stains. But this is a set that I really like, and if you are out and about, just kind of some care, you can just rinse it in the sink, and then you can tuck it like this. It folds beautifully, snaps up, and you can just put it in like a Ziploc bag in your purse to be able to take around with you if needed. So here's just another example. This I got on the Wish app. I don't like it as much, but you know, it does the job, and it's a little bit of a bigger one. That's the nice thing of making your own or buying, is that you can make them different thicknesses, different lengths, really customize it. So these are some fabrics that I bought and made them with. I made DIY ones long before I actually bought any. So I use fleece, and then this is POL, which is polyurethane lined fabric. I believe that's correct, but it is water resistant or even waterproof, I think. Has a little bit of stretch to it, but it used to be used like for cloth diaper liners and is still, so that they are leak proof. And then this fabric, I don't know the name of it, but it has some nice breathability to it. The downside is it is white, so it does stain. Even though you can wash these pretty well, there is inevitably some staining, so that's the con of that. But you can use fleece as layers underneath this for absorbency, so you can have lighter and heavier. So I took just liners and pads and used them as patterns for my own. Not exactly, but kind of went off of that. And this is an example. I think this was probably the first one that I made. Pretty ghetto. It's Velcro, which is kind of nice because I don't have any sort of snap making, attaching abilities. But the nice thing about the store-bought pattern is there's more fabric on the sides, as you can see here. The one I made really doesn't stay in place very well, so that's something to consider as well, not just going off of the design of existing pads, but making sure that you do allow for a good hug to keep it in place, if that makes sense. But I do use these. I like it, and I hope to make more. My church partnered up earlier today, with an organization called Days for Girls, and that is exclusively bringing feminine hygiene products to countries in which it is desperately needed. These places don't have garbage facilities where someone just picks it up and takes it away to some mysterious landfill that you don't have to think of. So they don't have anywhere to put those products, and then of course they don't necessarily have the money to keep buying them over and over. Some of these countries, it is extremely shameful to be on your cycle, and girls miss a lot of school because if they don't have something, they just like stay at home and sit on a cardboard box. Like it's sad. And I love that this is, I guess you could say, feminism at its best. It's not hateful. It's not it's not something that you debate. It's just taking care of the basic needs of women so that they can be empowered and educated and know that they are worth just as much as anyone else, and there's no shame to your body being what it is. It's what nature gave you, it's what God gave you, so might as well celebrate it. So this was just a little bit of footage I snuck at the activity with the women from my church in the area. And the group that does Days for Girls, they have different chapters around, so I'll include information down below. This is an example of one of the bags. Just super cute fabric, and the girls can put their feminine hygiene products in there, and they can also, when they're not on that time of the month, they can just use the bag for other things. So there are some basic care instructions, because they often don't have a lot of education on that, but you know, not in any language, just visual. So they always throw in a couple of pair of underwear, specific sizes, a thin washcloth, but it holds up well. They take a lot of care in good quality. I was surprised by the quality control. So they put in a little bar of hotel size soap, and then they get 2 of these shields. So kind of the basic concept, right? Except for instead of having it sewn in, they have these liners that you can take in and out. So there you see there's kind of like a hot spot where there's extra fabric, and you just tuck it in, and you can, on the thickest side, put 3 of those, which, you know, it's already tri-folded, so that can give you quite a bit of good coverage. And the shield has the pull in it, so underneath that, you know, just behind the screen fabric, it's waterproof. So they get 2 of those, and then they get, I'm trying to remember, it was like 8 of these guys, and gorgeous, cute little fabrics, so it helps brighten their day. At the activity itself, there were lots of opportunities, even if you didn't know how to sew, that you can do things. This, for example, was when I was helping to do just quality control. Very, very strict, and it was cool to make sure all the threads are done right. Here is where they were doing a template for this is the pull fabric and cutting out that. Just making sure everything is the right size, everything lines up, because these girls can use these for years. And in the Ziploc bags, they give them 2, they can use that for carrying and washing. So we also have these little tags that we put on, and I was just really, really blessed to be part of this. I would love to do this more. I am not a huge sewer. I haven't sewn for quite some time, but I would love to get into it more, and this is something anyone can do. I would love to know what you guys think of these. Have you tried some before? Have you heard of Days for Girls? Is it something you'd be interested in? I put more links down below again of instructional how to do it, and also how you can get involved in a great cause. And if you want to make some for yourself, that's awesome. Now you know a little bit more maybe. And I hope you'll stick around with me. I put out a video almost every Wednesday, and would love for you to subscribe, join, thumbs up, comment, all the stuff that we always ask for. And I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day. Check out one of these other videos.